Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Welcome to Tracks4Africa suggested routes. In this episode, we have created 2 routes along the West Coast, travelling from Cape Town to Springbok and back. The red route is strictly 4x4 only, as it includes the Caracal Eco route and the West Coast 4x4 route, both containing very thick, soft sand, so tyre pressures will need to be dropped down to 1 bar and diff lock may need to be used in these sections. The blue route can be done in an SUV or 2-wheel drive bakkie with high clearance, and by experienced adventure bikers. It's also important to note that light sand can be found in most of the coastal gravel roads and Namaqualand National Park roads. Caution should be taken by bikers travelling on the blue route. Both routes are very similar, except for the upper portion of the red route. The section between Kamiskron and Springbok contains sand and roads more suited to 4-wheel drive vehicles. Furthermore, the soft sandy tracks of the Caracal 4x4 Eco Trail from Honderklipbaai to Groenrivier and the West Coast 4x4 Trail running south along the coast definitely require 4x4 and low tyre pressures. The West Coast roads in the Namaqualand region are generally in good condition, and in winter after rainfall, the sand is hard-packed and much easier for adventure bikers. However, in the drier months, soft sand patches can be an issue for those with little off-road or sand experience. So that there, what you're seeing is what we call the dreaded sand holes or sand patches, sand traps, sand monsters. So basically what happens is the hard packed surface has broken right through and the soft sand has come up. Now the secret to riding these kinds of things safe on a motorcycle is to make sure that your tire pressures are relatively low. But with the heavy weight of a passenger and all our luggage and all the camera equipment, I don't want to drop it below about 1.8. Right, that should be a bit better. Wildepad Pass on the northern side of Namaqua National Park is twisted and spectacularly beautiful. In places, it's been recently eroded by rains in March 2022, so care should be taken by travellers in vehicles with low ground clearance. And inexperienced motorcyclists should pay attention on this pass. 4x4 is not required for this pass, but currently high clearance will be required until repairs have been done.
We travel up the West Coast and into the Northern Cape, highlighting 3 fabulous eateries. All 3 restaurants are featured on the Tracks4Africa Guide app. Situated in an historic red and green tin house, right on the bright white beachfront of Paternoster, is the quaint and lively Fugard restaurant. With panoramic views of the sand, sea and sky, this eatery is the perfect spot to unwind over a delicious meal of seafood, meat or vegetarian fare, paired with a glass of local West Coast wine. On the property of Letsatsi Lodge, just outside of Van Rhynsdorp on the N7, is the sought-after Red Ox Steakhouse. Established in 2015, the restaurant has fast become a must-stop eatery for quite possibly the best cuts of steak in the area, prepared to mouth-watering perfection. The Roy Spinnekoop restaurant in Honderklipbaai derives its name from the red crayfish caught along the west coast. The seafood menu is uncomplicated, extremely well priced, and meals can be enjoyed with an ice-cold beverage from the fully licensed bar. This delightful little place, I'm going to move around a bit so you can get an idea of the very vibrant colours and interesting decor. Sort of corrugated iron walls, brightly painted in green and purple and orange. I read the reviews on Google about this place before we decided to come here. Well, we actually had no choice but to come here unless we had decided to self-cater, and the reviews are really, really great.
These full itineraries and the download links for both routes will be in the video description below. Simply scroll down and click on the words Show More and you'll see the full video descriptions containing all the links you require. Both routes will be available in an editable Garmin GDB format for use in Basecamp and MapSource. The suggested accommodation for these routes can be changed, and camping locations are available in most towns along the route. For alternative accommodation and camping, search on your Garmin GPS with Tracks4Africa maps loaded or the Tracks4Africa guide app for on-the-go easy travel info. Be sure to download the latest Tracks4Africa GPS maps for the regions you're traveling in. Again, links will be in the video description below.